57% of seniors in nursing homes say that they feel depressed or disconnected during the holiday season. So what can we do to make their lives a little better? And I'm Cherie from Nursing Home Insider, and I've worked in nursing homes for years and years, and as an activity director. So I love this time of year. It's very important to make them feel wanted, make them feel the season, the old stuff that they used to have. A lot of the ones that I've worked with, don't have families. So that's even more important to try to rekindle that Christmas cheer. So what can we do? We're going to start. We got staff, if you're family, and even if you're just a concerned person who wants to go and visit and volunteer. And I'll talk about how important that is in a minute. So this time of year it's very important. I can't stress that enough. I don't know if you can put yourself in their shoes, depending on how old you are, or, if you've been through circumstances like this. But to be in a place and to not have family, not have your house, your decorations, your traditions, people have done their own thing for years. So all of a sudden, to not, it's got to be. I mean, I can't even imagine. Okay, so and I can try. So there are things to do. First of all, let's just start with general staff, not activity directors. We're going to get to that at the end. CNAs, nurses, administration staff. So what can you do? And it's just very simple to me because you're there every day. You just try to make their life happier. You dress cheerfully, put on a Santa hat, sing carols, um, do things that make people smile. And sometimes I feel like, maybe at this time of year, this is the time to put others before yourself, which as a CNA and a nurse, we should be doing that anyway. So maybe you're having a stressful time yourself, but I've always heard, when you do something for other people, even in your bad feeling about your life, you're going to feel better. But you're also making somebody else's life better. So I just encourage you this December to try to put aside your worries and your fears and your stuff that's going on in your life and just try to enjoy the season with these residents and make them feel a little bit better. Now, families, that's a whole different matter. If you live far away, what can you do? You can, mail things. You can, like, maybe even once a week, not just one time. People love to get gifts. So just continually mail little things. Maybe you can do a Zoom call with the whole family and, maybe the little kids can sing. They love little kids. So that's always a positive thing to do. Now, if you're close, hopefully you're going all the time and you're doing things. But let's just say you're not, okay? And you want to do something this year. Maybe it's your great uncle. Maybe it's a third cousin. I don't know. But it's somebody that you know in the nursing home that you could do something for this year. Now, what can you do? the endless. If you go and you tell me what you do, okay? You can still do the things I said before. You can show up, decorate their room, their door, bring a little tree. You can watch Christmas movies together. You can bring cookies and hot chocolate. You can, depending on, their level, Christmas coloring pages or anything like that. Can bring the grandkids, bring a pet. Oh, pets are amazing. So if you have, you can't just bring in any pet, really. It depends on the nursing home, but you could go outside. Create a mini tradition together. Maybe you had old traditions and they can't work anymore because she was the one who did all the cooking and everybody went to her house. Create something. You could read the Christmas story together from the Bible or the, like Jolly Old St. Nicholas kind of stories. There's There's things like that to do. Bring in their favorite snack. Ask staff, what they need. So if you don't visit often and, you want to get them something. And here's, you can help them make their own cards, which, that's going to fall into the activity directors section too. We did that last year. Whatever you can do as a family member, to make their Christmas season better. Please do that this year. Now, I want to focus in on two things, though, our volunteers and activity directors. So last year, it's funny, like people want to come and volunteer one time a year. And they'll call and, sure, I'm always glad to have volunteers. But they really need you year round. And if you could adopt a grandparent or two, and just be there when they don't have anybody else, that's so important. But let's just focus on Christmas. So you want to do it at Christmas. I think it's very important if you're a mother with little kids. I used to do this with my children. Just pick a nursing home and go and ask who doesn't have family. It's very simple. And then just tell them you want to volunteer, okay? Or you want to adopt this grandparent. And then, what can you do to help them? The same as the family, okay? You can do all those things, and you don't know how great you're going to make somebody's season doing that. Even just drop off gift bags. If you don't want to volunteer your time, a lot of people don't. They say they don't have time. And then the Christmas season comes around and, everybody's so busy. We get so busy with things that are not important at all. Okay. But there are things that are important. And if we could focus maybe this year on some things that are important, and instead of just all of the stuff we're doing, that's not making a bit of difference in anybody's life. So if you just don't have time to volunteer and you can take stuff, that's great. That's great. But it's better to be there in person. Now, last is activity directors. So I don't know how many activity directors we have here, and you can write down below. This was my love. This was so fun. Okay, like I said, my people were different than most nursing home people. So it was a little more special. And they were a little more capable of doing things themselves. So we did Christmas cards, and they got to send them to their family members. They made their own gifts so that they could have something that they felt like they could give to their grandkids or, nieces or nephews. We did that. They helped decorate. We had a huge tree, and then we had a big dining room, and they all helped decorate. We played games. We watched movies and had hot chocolate and just all kinds of things. And we had all kinds of people coming in and singing. And now, if you get to go somewhere, which we didn't get to do, but, you can go see the lights. You can go watch a cantata. Lots of ways like that to make it very beneficial for them. Maybe have contests, ugly sweaters for the staff. Get the staff involved. And like I said earlier, so that they're doing things at the whole facility, decorate the halls, deck the halls, and make it very festive around the whole building. That's where it's important, even with the decorations and the music, and the staff is doing everything they can, people are still going to be lonely. So that's why it's important for us to help them out. I mean, just put yourself in somebody's shoes. That's all I'm asking you to do. It just an hour or two of your time, maybe more if you like it, to get involved and help other people have a better holiday, because it's not just about us. Thanks.